That's why I chill with you, Brother Mike. Yeah. He was out there, but trying to tell you, he follows you until he comes to that door. That's why he can't come in here. He can't never come in here. As long as we keep doing Yeshua's will, we keep on living right, there ain't no sin up in here, he can't come up here. He can't sit up. But once we start sinning and acting crazy, when everybody's agreeing to sin up in here, he come up in here. If one just sinning, and one confronts it and kicks it out, he can't come up here. But if one sin and everybody's concerned with it and love to sin, he's coming up in here. He get rulership up in here. But Satan ain't got no rulership up here. Never will be. Never. Well, I'm bishop in this house. Now, if I start messing up, I expect Elder King and Brother Favor, Elder Ismail to kick me out of here. No, Bishop, I'm sorry. They did it to a king. What was that king's name? The one that started doing the candlesticks right there, and the priest kicked him out? He was a king. He said, well, the Levite's supposed to do these things. Told him to get out. He had leprosy on him. Ain't no difference up here. There ain't no difference. If I'm doing wrong, and this is your place of worship, kick me out. I bet you y'all be on your side too. Because it's telling y'all hungry for truth. Y'all don't want sin at the altar. You don't want Satan to come in here. So you have the right to do that. That's why the pastors out there in the Sunday churches don't know that the people don't have the right. You find your pastor up there sitting, man, marrying all kind of married women and committing fornication up there and spending all your money and lying, cheating. Kick him out the altar. Take him out the altar. Throw him out. You ain't wrong. Even though y'all wrong worship on a Sunday, but still, kick him out. All right. I just want to tell you, Mike, man. I just want to let you know. Your bishop wasn't lying to you. I just went really straight up to you all the way. That's what you said that I didn't want you to be fearful. I want you to be strong when you come out there, when you go outside. You got to rebuke them. You got the blood, the Yeshua. You got to rebuke that spirit. You got to let them know who's boss. You boss. You ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? You boss through the name. You got power through the name. You know what I'm saying? You got power in the name. So you got to that. I turn around, what? You trying to scare me. So then you laughing, that's what he did. Look, I turn around like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yahusha's name. I ain't scared when I got Yahusha. I ain't scared, dude. Ain't no little dark alleys or nothing like that. I ain't scared when I got Yahusha. I might be scared of Detroit walking in dark times. I might jump out with a gun or something, man. But nah, in Oswald County, Jacksonville, right here behind the cops. Who gonna get right here behind the cops, man? Stop, man. Stop. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Almost done. Almost done with this thing. All right. First Corinthians chapter 6. (15 to 20). Know ye not that your bodies are the member of the Messiah? Shall I then take the member of the Messiah and make them the member of a harlot? Yah forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot is one body? For two says he, and he shall be one flesh. Excuse me. For he that is joined unto the Elohim is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sin against his own body. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of Yah, for the Rakadish, the temple of the Rakadish, which is in you, which you have of Yah, and you are not your own, for you are bought with a price. Therefore glorify Yah in your body and in your spirit, which are Yah's. I like that. Verse 19. What? Know you not that your body is the temple of the Rakadish? You are the temple, which is in you, the Rakadish, which you have of Yah, and you are not your own. So when you come on this side, people won't think they go back out there and commit fornication and everything. You are not your own. Yahuwah bought you with his blood, with that precious blood of his. You are redeemed by that blood. You are bought, that vessel. was tainted. That vessel was nothing but sin. Satan had control of it. Yahusha bought it with his blood. That's why you are not your own. When you say you repent and you bleed and you're sorry, crying out to y'all, snotted nose and everything else, you know what I'm saying? And y'all told you about yourself and you pleaded to y'all. Then you come up here and tell my bishop, I want to be baptized for remission of sin, and I'm baptized in Yahusha's name, and y'all, your temple is clean, and Yahuwah comes and sup with you and live in you now. You ain't your own no more. Ain't no more fornication. Ain't no more adultery. Ain't no more shacking up with your boyfriend or shacking up with your girlfriends. Preachers don't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? After you're done, you let you go back out there and continue on in sin. No more smoking. No more drinking. No more pork. No more pork chops, chitlins. You know, I heard one of the songs talking about chitlins and shrimp. One of the rap songs, I was laughing, man. You know what I'm saying? No more of that. No more scallops. I've been thinking about scallops. Keep on in my mind, man. No more crab legs. I hit it down, right? That's what all black people like, all that stuff, man. Fat back and all that. Come on. When you come on this side, it's going to be hard. That's when we talk about yokes and bondages and burdens and loose wicked. We studied that last night. That's a yoke. That got to be broken. Cigarettes, beer, alcohol, cocaine, marijuana. Yes. What's that new stuff that killed the whole dorm? The new, what's that? K2, some stuff? Yeah, some stuff killed the whole dorm. About 75 of them died at once. Some marijuana, some stuff they made up.
Synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, killed 75 of them. And in college. You laughing? It is funny. I'm sorry they had to die like that, but think about it. Could have been us. Could have been me. Everybody else is doing it. I get them to do it with them and get high and die right with them. Going straight to hell. Yes, sir. To laugh about it, that's crazy. In our schools. Think about it. That's your last toke. Everybody else doing, y'all trying out, going partying, man. You're doing good and just celebrating, and all y'all die. That's a mark in our college right now. They want to, they're gonna start looking into that. What's going on? What are our little scientists doing up in here? The little chemists, making up stuff to get high. But like I said, we are bought with a price. Yahusha bought us. That's why your name is written in submarines. That's why you got power. He gave you that power. You know what I'm saying? He gave all of us that power to kill, to beat the enemy. Satan got no power over us. When you got the name of Yeshua, you got the blood of Yeshua on you. And like I said, you go on all your grounds where you step. It's Kodesh ground. Every time you step, every ground you walk is Kodesh. Because these are your grounds. You go on the ground as the enemy, you let them know, I'm a Yeshua. You might be a bigger principality to you, tell you right now you can't beat me, then you need to go back, start praying, start fasting, bring some people that like-minded with you, and then go back on the same ground. We said, what, 2 could push, what, 5,000? What, 1, 5,000, 2, 10,000, something like that, the flight? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? He says 2 is better than 1 anyway. When you go on the enemy's turf like that, when you're trying to claim stuff, you go in the name of Yeshua. You got the blood. He cannot touch the blood. He cannot touch that name. That name is above every name. As if you're a son or daughter of him, you got the name. Use the name. Now, if you ain't got his name, you're playing around, you're going to get run over. Hey, you are a city in Acts, you straight get run over. Exodus chapter 7. Chapter 12, verse 7, excuse me. Exodus chapter 12, verse 7. says right here. This is what I'm saying. We do this spiritual line. We just don't get on no lamb, some blood off the lamb and all this stuff. Now we use the blood of Yeshua. Alright? This is what you do in your household or your job, or you want to try to beat the wickedness, the spiritual wickedness around your house, you do this. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the house. Within they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in the night that night, roast with fire, unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor salt at all with water, but roast with fire his head with his legs, and with the prudence thereof. And you shall and you shall let nothing of it remain till the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning you shall burn with fire. And thus shall you eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it in haste. It is Elohim's Passover. Verse 12, for I will pass through the land of the Mizraim this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Mizraim, both man and beast, and against all the gods of the Mizraim I will execute judgment. I am Elohim. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Mizraim. And the day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to Elohim throughout your generation. You shall keep it a feast by the ordinance forever. Alright, verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Mizraim. And we use the blood of the Mashiach. The blood of Mashiach, it be a token, so the plague or the enemy should not pass. You know, you can say that. The plague or the enemy or any principality will not pass on that blood of the Mashiach. That's why you get the anointing oil, and that's why you anoint your side posts and plead the blood of Yeshua. That's spiritual. It's not the real blood, but that's spiritual, Yahushua's blood. You speaking the name. You applying the name on your doorpost, the name on the top of your lintel, the door. You put the name all through your house. And it's saying the plague, the principality, should not come near you. That's why you want to do those things. That's in your house. You know, that's when I had the enemy in this house, didn't know. You know, he went in the sanctuary, but he was outskirts out there. You know what I'm saying? And when I anointed the whole house and I threw that thing outside, there's more peace. You know, I'm glad Brother Faber, like I said, I'm not one with a stiff heart of pride. If there's error in my life, I'm going to correct my errors. You might know about it. I might repent by myself, then tell you. You know what I'm saying? But if there's an error that I need to get rid of, I'm not ashamed. There was an error in here. Brother Faber says, man, you got an idol. Hey, I didn't get big, bad out of that. What? Forget, no, I didn't get fight with him. It was a fault of mine. I did not see it. He had eyes to see. So I acknowledged that. And I got rid of that. I humbled myself. I don't care if I'm a bishop of the whole church, the whole organization at Bethel. That don't mean nothing. It's about my soul. It's about your souls. It's about beating the enemy. We want blessings in here. We try to increase in here. Now, if you got idols and wickedness around you, you're not going to increase. That's what you call spiritual wickedness around your area. That's what you call weights, burdens. That's what you call being oppressed. That's what you call having yokes. People don't understand that. When you plead the blood of Yeshua, it breaks all that stuff. Especially the spirit of wickedness in your gates. Loosen the spirit of wickedness. We want, and that's why you ask and you pray. You know what I'm saying? You said, lead us not temptation, deliver us from evil. You want y'all to deliver us from evil. How you deliver you from evil? By the blood of Yeshua. How you deliver you from evil? By the blood of Yeshua. That's why you put the blood. And that's why he said, and I laugh at that because when I did that, Satan was out there mad. He couldn't come back in. He had that idol. I got the old idol of Satan, that imp that was in that idol, picked it up, ran heavy, threw it in the trash can. That's where it was. Then the trash man came and picked it up at the curb, and it went somewhere else. I don't know where it went. It's gone. I hope praying that nobody didn't pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to smash it, bro. I know, but I ain't had nothing really smash. I was just happy to throw it in the trash can. But sitting right there, you're supposed to get up and smash it with a hammer, trash it so nobody else won't get it, stuff like that. All right. A couple more scriptures. We done. Marcus, Bezalel, Marcus chapter 5. Mark chapter 5. A couple more scriptures and we out. Kind of glad we get to take the supper today. I'll drive away to Cape Carter ready to get some communion stuff. They didn't have a box, she only had a little bit, so I don't care. I want to take the Lord's Supper today. I want to take the supper.
Some bread and juice and fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Could have did that too. But I enjoyed my little ride. My little ride out to a little Carteret and seen the ocean a little bit, the little seas, smelled the seawater. It was good for I needed it. Verse 1. And they came over to the other side of the sea, unto the Mount of Gazarim. And when he saw, and he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tomb a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs. And no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken pieces. Neither could any man tame him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Yahusha far off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice and said, What have I to do with thee, Yahusha? I like that. That's how tame that devil was. What have I to do with you, Yahusha, you son of the Most High, Yah? I adjure you by Yah that you torment me not. He's pleading, do not torment me. For he said unto him, Come out of that man, thou unclean spirit. That's what Yahusha said. And he asked him, What is your name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for we are many, as many devils. And he besought him much that he would not send him away out of the country. Now there was nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. And all the devils besought him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Yahusha gave them leave. And the unclean spirit went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. There were about 2,000 were choked in the sea. And they that fed the swine fled and told it in the city, in the country, and they went out to see that was done. And they came to Yahusha and see him that was possessed with the devils, and had the legion sitting and clothed in his right mind. They were afraid, and they that saw it told them how it befall to him that was possessed with the devils, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coast. And when he came into the ship, he had been there possessed with the devil, prayed him that he might be with him. Howbeit Yahusha suffered him not, but said to him, Go home to your friends, and tell them how great things Allah had done for you, and have compassion on you. All right. Same thing what Yahusha did. We got the same power. This dude had many devils, legion. But look how they ran into Yahusha in Jordan. And look how they asked to be going somewhere else. That same power, we got the same power that Yahusha gave us. Same power. Same power. Matthew chapter 9. Verse 1. Go Look at verse 31. Chapter 9, verse 31. But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all the country. As they went out, behold, they brought to him a dumb man possessed with the devil. And when the devil was cast out, the dumb spake, and the multitude marveled, saying, it was never so seen in Israel. But the Pharisees said, he cast out devils through the prince of devils. And Yahushua went out all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitude, he was moved in compassion on them, because they fainted, and they were scattered abroad as a sheep having no shepherd. Then says he unto the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the labors are few. Pray ye therefore to Elohim of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. And when he had called unto him, verse chapter 10, verse 1, and when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sicknesses and all manner of diseases. All right? Gave them power. So if he gave the disciples power to clean out all manner of diseases and all evil spirits, he's no respected persons to us. That's why the gates of hell ain't prevail. We got the power. That's if you're a son and daughter of Yahuwah. You know, if you ain't a son and daughter of Yahuwah, you ain't got no power. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna cast out no devils. But we cast out devils. Right now, we cast out devils. Ain't no devil come near us. We might have a hard time in the world, and we kicking against the sands and kicking against the walls and stuff. But the devil, we have power over. You know, if you're doing right, living right, keeping Shabbat, living holy best you can, you got some power. You got to use that power. Use the blood of Yeshua. Use his name. All right? The door is open for salvation. Anybody want to be saved? You be baptized in Yahushua's name for remission of sins. And get your sins washed away. Salutations to Pastor Desiree and all the churches in Kush, to Burundi and Kenya, to Bishop Kadori over in India. He's supposed to be coming on this side. Looking forward to seeing him. I'm praying that Bishop Kadori get the name of Yahushua. That's what we need to be praying. Because if he go back over in India preaching Yahushua, it's all over. I'm praying for that. Pastor Colston over there in Sri Lanka, India. Pastor Jacob in Adrama, India. All these pastors and bishops, friends of mine, praying for you. All right, and again, TV Land, again, if you're looking to be saved, give me a call at 910-381-3056 or 910-388-5295. Salvation. Got any questions? Again, I bless you. May y'all bless you and keep you. May y'all make your face shine upon you, be grace to you. May y'all live with contemplate you, peace in Yahushua's name. May y'all make you ride on a high place of earth, feed the head of your cold, the head of Yosef, the head of Abraham. For the mouth of y'all spoken it. For the mouth of y'all spoken it. For the mouth of y'all spoken in Yahushua's name. I'm right about.